Family-friendly movies are usually joyful and positive, but that's boring. So in this video, we're turning famous kid movie posters into horror. Starting with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball. I'm just gonna imagine that instead of fixing everything, Flint just gets crushed by a giant meatball. I started by importing a road and warping it in place. Then the sky, and I also decided to steal the buildings from the original poster. I'll add the best character of the movie, Steve. Not that one. Steve. Anyways, we can import a meatball. Alright, it's not a meatball, but that's the best I could find. Let me just cover it up. I found this image from the movie, and I think we can get the legs from here to make it look like he was crushed. Let's steal some more from the original poster, cut out the logo, and a falling meatball. Let me just add back the motion blur as well. And now we can slide a suspicious red puddle in there. I think we finally have all of our elements. So it's time for some color matching, which is mostly making everything kind of blue. This used to be one of my favorite animated movies as a kid. And fun fact, the French title translates to Giant Meatball Storm. I'm gonna darken things up a little bit and add some shadows under the feet, under the bottle, under Steve, and maybe an highlight on the giant meatball. As the finishing touch, I'm gonna add drops to the logo and make it darker. Just a little camera filter and... Our second design is Finding Nemo, a truly iconic kid movie. The original poster already sends us on the right track, a scary shark. First, let's import a background and get rid of these sharkies. I'll also cover the ray of light and make it smaller. Now we can make the top darker. I'm just gonna stretch that ray a little bit more.
Nice job, team!
Now let's import Nemo and give him some color adjustments and some lighting. I want to make something inspired by the Meg and Joe, but it's pretty hard to find the right images. Regardless, I think this will be a good starting point for the shark. Let's warp it for it to take most of the space at the bottom and cut it out. I'll steal some skin from this other shark to fill the gaps. It also needs to be a lot colder and a lot darker. And obviously, the deeper it is, the less light can reach it. Now, these teeth aren't really scary, so let's cut some out and position them. I'll just duplicate the side I already completed for convenience. Back to our poster, it already looks pretty nice. I'll just paint in some more highlights. And we can also make the background darker for more separation. All we're missing is the title, with a nice shard cut out in the L. For the design we've all been waiting for, Snow White. We just gotta make this terrifying, as if it wasn't already. First, let's import this forest as our background. Then I got the dwarf's house from Disneyland, I think, and I cut it out. I also made sure to get rid of the characters on it. Then I warped the path in the direction of the house and matched the colors.
Woo! Yeah!
The idea is to make Snow White evil. I mean, could you imagine?
Weird.
And make it look like she set the dwarf's house on fire. Let's paint in some flames, one for each window of the house. And when we're at it, let's make it look like it's at night. Then we can import the original poster and steal Rachel. She definitely needs a lot of color adjustment, blue and dark. I found this image of a torch being held by a hand, so let's cut it and replace Snow White's hand by it. We just need to blur out the background and then realize this composition is bad and crop it. Finally, I added the title with some flames and a camera filter. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to see me make more kid movie poster into horror in this one.